Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lexi if you're new, and today I'm just gonna make this like a life update. I know I do these a lot, but I've had a lot kind of happen in my life since the last video that is on this channel, and I am just ready to be posting again. I took a break, and I think right now would be a very good time for me to do that, or to start back up again. So I decided to do that, and tonight I'm just in my dorm. I will talk about that a little bit later, but I am back in my dorm, and I'm just sitting here. My roommate is gone, and I have some time to just kind of talk to you about where I'm at, what's been going on, and where I plan on going from here, and all that stuff. So if you'd like to know all that stuff, then just keep on watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to make sure to see all the rest of my videos, and to stick around and join me on this journey of my life. And then also hit the like button to let me know that you like this video and would like to see more from me. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so the last video I made, or the most recent video on my channel, is a like makeup routine video, I'm pretty sure. And in that video I was in a home obviously, but I was in like a house that we were renting with my family at the time, and my mom. I was living with my mom in that house, all that stuff. And since that video, the room and house that you saw me living in, we moved out of. We had a lot of issues with that house specifically. Not gonna go into too much detail, but we had a lot of issues just with the whole house wrapping up towards the end there, and it actually was going to be foreclosed on, and we didn't own it, so the owners were giving it away back to the bank. There's nothing we could do about it, so we had to move. And so the market is really bad right now. It's very inflated, and also just especially in the place that we are living, my family's living in, it's very sought after. A lot of families are moving there because of the schools and all that, so there's not many homes, and when there are houses for rent, they go really quickly, and we haven't been able to find anything. So with that being said, so we had to move out, and we have been staying with a friend at a friend's house for some time now, ever since we moved out, which was back let's see, we moved out like I think beginning of November, end of October, around there. And ever since, we have been living with a friend of ours who has been nice enough to let us just kind of live with them while we try to, and of course we've been helping, you know, clean up around the house and bills and things like that. But until we can find, or until my mom can find another place, we have been staying with this friend of ours that lives in the area. So that's what's been happening. So that's where I've been, and it's been kind of just crowded there, and it's been hard to like find time to just pull out the camera and talk and stuff, because there's just so many people, there's a bunch of dogs and stuff like that. So I'm finally finding some time now to be able to do that. And also another thing is, because this will include why I'm where I am right now, I am back in school. I'm back in college, and I am in my senior year. I'm in my senior year right now. I've started it, And if everything goes to plan, I will be graduating with my bachelor's by the end of summer of 2022. And for those of you who don't know, I was in the elementary education. That was my major. And I was in a program here at UF. And they let me start. This was back in 2020 when COVID first started, and it was like very present. And it was really hard to get tests scheduled and meet up in person for different things, and so they let me start the program. Even though there was a test that you usually have to try to take and pass before you get into the College of Ed. That's usually how it works. But instead they let me go ahead and start, with the exception of me passing this test by the end of 2021. That was the goal. And so this test is called the General Knowledge Test, and you have to be, at least in this state, and I think there's other states too that have it, but you have to pass this General Knowledge Test in order to get to the College of Ed. I passed 3 out of 4 subtests. There's English, math, English, math, writing, and reading comprehension. I passed the English, math, and essay. The reading comprehension, for some reason, I kept failing it. That's a whole other conversation for another day, but I was really getting like depressed and unmotivated, and I was about fed up with this test, because I'm like, why is this thing the end all be all? Why is this one test the defining factor of me continuing my college or not? And so it was really getting to me. And so I was just not passing it. I kept trying and trying. I took this test like 5 or 6 times, I think. I forget the number. Like, that's how many times I took it. I forget how many times. Anyways, sorry, I just turned the light off. I didn't need it on. You guys can see me, I think, pretty well. But anyway, so the test was an issue, and I just wasn't passing it, and I was like, okay, we need to find another option. And luckily there was another option for me, so I could get around to taking this test for now, and I could just move on with my career, because I'm 26, and I was getting really nervous about where I was and where I was going and stuff like that. So even though I'm still young, to me, I just wasn't getting to where I was wanting to be. So yeah. So I just wasn't where I was wanting to be, or where I felt like I should be, like, for me. So I found out that there was a major switch that I could make, and it's not a traditional teaching route. I won't get the practicum experience that I would have gotten with the ProTeach program, but this will allow me to at least graduate and get into a school and teach and earn my degree that way. So I switched from an elementary education major to an ed sciences major. I'm an ed sciences major now. And so I just have to complete I need 120 credits in order to graduate and pass the certification test. So that is what I'm doing right now. Before this after this semester, I will have only 14 credits needed, and my advisor now is working with me and trying to calculate it just so I can graduate by the end of summer. that is the goal. I don't know if that's going to completely be able to happen, but as of right now, that is the goal. So yeah, so that is where I am right now. So for the future, moving on here, there's things that I'm just looking forward to and trying to get done. My goal is to be able to teach. Now, because of the path I'm taking, it's not a traditional way to get into teaching. I will be starting off with a temporary certificate that will allow me to teach for 3 years. But while I'm teaching, there are going to be some tasks that I will have to get done before the 3 years are up to be able to like have an actual permanent certificate. So that will be happening. So this is just like a little bit of a shortcut of me getting at least into my career path and starting to teach and stuff, because that's what I like to do. So even though it took me a little bit to get to where I am right now, I'm actually very happy with where I am right now. And I'm feeling more confident, happy, and all that stuff. So I just wanted to update you on that, and that is where I am now. So just be on the lookout for a week in the lives, days in the lives, morning routines, and more of my college life. I'm not a partier, so you will not see me going to parties and like all that stuff. I am here to complete my degree, and that's pretty much it. If I make some friends along the way, that is great, but I'm not going to be partying or staying up all night and getting wasted and stuff like that. I'm going to just be completing my degree and just that. So I hope that you enjoyed getting to hear a little bit of where I've been, what's been going on in my life, and what is happening for me now. And I hope that you will stick around to see the rest of what happens for me, and hopefully I stay motivated and on task and do the videos like I said I would. I really will promise to try my hardest to do that. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.